Conor Washington has the perfect boy does good story. He went to the local school here in St Ives, joined our team and then went on to play for the town club. His talent was clear early on, scoring 52 goals in 50 matches for St Ives Town. Turning down apprenticeships at well-known league clubs, he worked as a postman while developing himself as a star striker. It was that dedication and skill that saw him sign for Newport County, Peterborough United, QPR and now Sheffield United in the Championship. Conor has also been called up for international duty representing Northern Ireland. All of this in just 10 years. It's clear, I hope, why we're very proud of Conor. But what does he think of us? There are so many things I want to ask you about. A lot of the kids I coach dream of playing on the big stage, and you've done it. So I want to start. What was it like to score your first international goal?
Yeah, incredible, to be honest. Still something that I revisit every time I'm having some trouble with not playing or whatever. It's a good marker of how far I've come, like you say. And yeah, it's just an incredible experience, really. One that I wouldn't trade for anything. And like you said, from after that and where it's taken me now, it's been a real journey.
So this has been a big journey. What age did you start playing at St Ives Rangers?
It must have been under 9 because I'd moved up from down south, Gillingham in Kent, and I was absolutely gutted to be moving because I had a really good team down there. I was really enjoying my football, and obviously as an 8 and 9-year-old, the idea of moving away from your friends is a bit of a terrible one, to be honest. But as soon as I got in with the lads at St Ives Rangers, I just started really enjoying my football and really developed as a player and made some great friends there as well.
So this was 20 years ago when you played here. What was the club like then? What do you remember about St Ives Rangers?
It was very well run, even at that age group, to be honest. I'm sure you find it yourself with the under 12s. Like we've spoken about, it's a big community club. There's a home ground sort of thing with the outdoor centre. There's so many pitches there that there always seem to be at least a couple of games going on any given day, really.
And how were you coached then? Was it just about having fun, or was there a competitive spirit? What were the coaching messages?
A lot of it was very good-natured from the coaches. They really wanted to coach us, but we were a good group of lads, to be fair. We enjoyed it, but I think it is hard to get that coaching message across to that sort of age group. I for one, even getting coached now, I still want to just run around and shoot balls in the goal, to be honest. So. But yeah, there was a lot of trying to coach us and sort of good intentions with messages, etc. But I think it was more just to get out there and enjoy yourselves and try and win the game, basically.
So you were at St Ives for some time. At what point did you think, I might just be able to make it?
Do you know what? It's an interesting one because I had a few trials at sort of 14, 15, 16, and none of them were successful. Peterborough, Norwich, and I think I'd had a couple at sort of Cambridge United, those sort of teams, and it just nothing ever came off. So I was just enjoying my football, and I would say probably genuinely until I started playing full time for St Ives Town when I was 19, literally just before I turned professional. I wouldn't have said that I thought I could make it. I was just enjoying playing with my friends, if I'm honest.
You've done very well for yourself. It's amazing. When you have trials and you get knockbacks, how do you pick yourself up for the next one?
Oh, well, so what a tough question. And if I'm honest, I found it really difficult at the time because there's so many kids that go through it, but it's hard not for it to feel personal. And I think it's a real flaw within the youth team setup and the way, obviously, the dropout rate is really high, 90%, I believe, of sort of kids that play football and then obviously go to play on professional. It's a really ruthless time, and it's hard to get your head round as a 14, 15-year-old being told no, you're not good enough, or maybe not even that come back next year. But it's tough not to feel like that's it, that's the end of your dream after every single one. I think it has to be about the enjoyment of it, and I think that's where St Ives Town get it. And Rangers as well get it really right with how they coach and the people they get involved and the players they produce. Everyone's enjoying the football, and if something comes of that, then great. But if not, it's a great club to be a part of and a big part of the community as well.
Considering you were having the trials, how important was your experience at grassroots level to making you the player you are today?
Oh, massively. I think one word that was always stuck with me as a footballer has been that sort of the rawness of my game. So for me, going out there and playing the way I am now professionally, I'm still just that 8-9-year-old kid that just loves playing football.
I'm Ed Goodman, chair of St Ives Rangers Football Club. It's a club full of budding young hopefuls, and although it's not our goal, perhaps one or two of them will have the talent and commitment to go professional. One of those who did make it nationally and internationally is Conor Washington. He went to school here, trained with us from the age of 8, and now he plays for Championship side Sheffield United and the Northern Ireland football team. Here's more of my chat with him. When you were here, you were training just once a week. Were you also just kicking a ball about on the other days as well?
Probably not, definitely not in a structured environment I didn't, but me and one of my friends, we just played constantly for hours and hours and hours. In the summer, we'd be up the outdoor centre. They were quite good at accommodating us, to be fair, bearing in mind we were just two kids that would just walk on and try and ruin their pitches by booting balls everywhere. But we were up there for sort of 7-8 hours a day, and that's genuinely not an exaggeration. We just loved playing football, loved everything about it. And
so to the kids themselves, we have over 500 players and over 40 teams. What message would you give to them?
Just don't put too much pressure on yourself. Enjoy your football, and enjoy playing with your friends, and trying to improve every day. That's the big thing. The practicing. Probably something I didn't do enough of as a child, to be honest. But I do a lot of it now, sort of making up the time. If you can put that groundwork in and just enjoy yourself, then you'll go on to enjoy yourself at least, and hopefully go on to have a good career as well.
So as well as grassroots football, a lot of clubs offer academies from a young age as well for players to develop and to help reduce the cost of recruiting new players into the team. What are your thoughts about academy football for youngsters?
Yeah, I totally disagree with it, to be honest. I'd much rather see funds and coaching get put into grassroots football, because, like I said, it's just, being in that sort of professional environment from an early age, I think must just suck the enjoyment out of it. I know I've spoken to a lot of lads that have played professionally that have been in it since they've been sort of 7 or 8, and they're saying, I've been doing this for years and years and years. It's very structured. It's very, like I say, professional, which in a way is a good thing, obviously, to promote discipline, etc. But for the lads that just want to go and enjoy their football and won't necessarily make it in the professional game, because a lot of these academies, they have to fill the spots, obviously. So they might be taking on 20 kids, but they might be thinking, well, only 3 or 4 of these are going to make it, if they have a chance to make it. But we're having to take 20 of them to make a team, sort of thing. So I think, yeah, for me, grassroots football should trump that. And the academy system at that age needs a real looking at, to be honest.
You've gone from strength to strength. Your dream was to play football, and now you're an international professional player. What's next?
Dream now, definitely to get more international caps. I'd love to play in another country at some point. It's just making myself, making my family proud, and enjoying it every day, really.
Oh, this is great. I could spend the whole show talking to you. Will you come by our club when you're next in St Ives?
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to. My mum's still local, so probably be over the next couple of months.